Welcome to Growth, powered by FareHarbor, where we explore the strategies behind thriving tour and activity businesses. Whether you're just starting out or scaling up, this podcast is packed with insights to help you succeed. Now, here's your host, FareHarbor's Community Manager, Rebecca Costley.
You're at Spark NOLA 2024, having a great time here in New Orleans.
Yeah.
For those who don't know you, can you introduce yourself, your business name, and how long you've been with FareHarbor?
My name is Donna. The business name is destinationcoupons.com. It's a value site. So people go on because they're looking for deals in specific areas. My husband and I started it about 25 years ago. We pretty much started with FareHarbor like 24 years ago.
My name is Tiffany. I own a company called Best Cabo Yachts down in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. We have 3 boats, a 45-foot Sea Ray, a 63-foot Cibana, and an 85-foot Viking Princess. What makes us unique is we don't, other than like trusted affiliates, which we're actually really excited about setting up here and learning more about, we don't really use third parties down there. It's primarily word of mouth. And, you're dealing with the people that own the boat. This is my second full year of using FareHarbor. My first year exclusively using it as my go-to master calendar reservation system.
I'm Chad Huntington. I'm the owner of Water Taxi in Oklahoma City, Water Taxi on the Bricktown Canal, and Pete Rustin is our COO.
So it's about a 40-minute narrated tour that runs on a man-made canal in downtown Oklahoma City. It runs through a historic district, and we do tours and we talk about the history of Oklahoma City and Oklahoma. We've been with FareHarbor since 2018.
My name's Alvin Begay with Navajo Tours Direct. Northern Arizona, Page, Lake Powell area is where we're from. We're a land-based tour. What we do is in the city of Page, we shuttle people from Page to both upper and lower Antelope Canes and the Horseshoe Bend.
And what makes your tour so special? What do your customers get out of your tours?
It's native owned, Navajo owned, and we offer our what they call prime hours within the canyon, which is when the best lighting in the canyon.
My name's Marie Ducote. I have Cajun food tours in Cajun country, South Louisiana, Lafayette. I have a little 14-passenger bus. We pick people up, and I consider myself an ambassador for Acadiana. Acadiana is Cajun country. I'm very, very passionate about our culture, about our history, about what makes us unique, and of course, I'm very passionate about the food as well. I have been with FareHarbor since 2019. My name is Summer Shine. I own Sunshine Paddle Adventures out of Waco, Texas. I'm an avid kayaker, and I'm always getting people out on the water. And I saw something on TikTok that was these clear kayaks that had lights on them. So I was like, oh, I could do that in Waco. We don't have anything like that. There's no real experiences on the river in Waco. So I thought it would be a cool thing to bring to our community. And sure enough, Trinidad, thanks for coming on the podcast. Thanks for being in New Orleans here at Spark 2024. Can you tell us a little bit about your business that's on FareHarbor?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a hiking guiding company up in Denali, Alaska. Take people on day hikes, teach them a whole bunch about Denali and Alaska as a whole, and try to make their entire vacation better with just one tour. We've been on FareHarbor for 2 years.
Awesome.
Which is also how long we've been in operation.
Amazing.
Gustavo Antonetti, Spoon, based in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and we've been around now for 13 years. So we do a bunch of different experiences that I guess the ultimate goal is to have people connect with our destinations, whether it be a cooking class or gamut of food tours. We do events for corporate groups, and then we work within the event side of different channels, corporate to leisure to cruise ships,
Amazing. And how long have you been on FareHarbor?
I think it'll be 8 years this year.
My name is Sylvia Drinkwater. Our business is the Last Wilderness Swamp Tours. We offer eco tours in the Chapalai Basin. We just respect the wildlife and the nature around us. So in the Chapalai Basin, there's a lot of alligators and a lot of critters. So we really don't handle those animals or respect the distance between us, and in their space. We don't feed the alligators or any of the wildlife because they end up relying on human interaction and feeding to survive. Once that happens, they aren't afraid of humans anymore, and you can see alligator attacks or, just unsafe animal and human contact.
My name is Michael Turner. I'm from Foster City, California, just south of the San Francisco airport. And we run an electric boat rental business called Edgewater Marine. We rent out Duffy electric boats. They're eco-friendly, they're quiet, you drive it yourself, and you can bring a little boatload with the whole family and friends, up to 10 or 12 people. We've been doing that for about 10 years, and we've been on FareHarbor for about 7 of them.
And how are those 7 years been for you?
The best.
The best?
Best, yeah. I used to book on Outlook.
Oh my gosh, Outlook!
It was a big relief to switch over to FareHarbor.
Victor, can you describe what you do here at FareHarbor for the listeners out there?
I lead the product marketing team, and that team is responsible in making sure that all our clients understand our features, they know how to use them, they know where to find them, and if they have questions, they know where to find the answer to. So we do the product marketing side of things, so we explain the value of our product. We do the enablement side of things, so that means that we educate our internal teams on how to use the feature, how to sell the feature, and we write the documentation, so we provide the help.
With FareHarbor, you've been with us for a little bit now. How has it helped with your ease of use? How has it helped with your day-to-day running Best Cabo Yachts?
It's drastic, and I can't wait. Like I said, I brought my team with me here today. So I can't wait for it to make my life even better, because they're actually in the process of learning how to use the staff accounts, because up until now, due to some language barrier issues and phone, like app store availability, things like that, we haven't been able to get the staff accounts up. But prior to integrating FareHarbor into my website, everything was old school. You know, I wrote an invoice using like a just generic invoice generator app. It didn't look professional. I think it's definitely increased my clients' trust in our company. You know, they can clearly see the company name, the meeting point, you know, the business licensing information. And I just feel that it really increases just the way that my image, like it makes our company look so much more professional, and it's so much easier to just quickly send a payment link. Everything's custom. I really love that about FareHarbor, because, you know, my business is not one size fits all. It's not black and white.
Amazing. And they're each so special, and yours sounds like so much fun. I mean, FareHarbor, if you want to send me out on a private yacht to explore this, I pull my arm. I mean, I guess I'll have to make that sacrifice.
We were at like a 2% online sales rate before we entered FareHarbor, and it immediately jumped to about a third of our sales within a year or two. And then since then, I think we're probably closer to 50% or around there, something like that.
One of the things that it really allowed us to do was to be very nimble. You know, we introduced FareHarbor in 2018. So the thing that it enabled us to do when COVID hit was we immediately switched to a time departure model that allowed us to manage our capacity. And it seemed like a benefit at a time, but it's been transformational for the business. It's changed employee satisfaction and compensation levels because they do work for gratuities. It's also made customers very happy. They know where to be, when to be. And so we just wanted to have an online booking model. And what it really did was it created a platform that allowed us to transform the business in a lot of ways.
Can you describe a little bit about your business model, what you do, and like what is Destination Coupon and what makes it?
Okay, so it's a destination-based website, and folks go on there, and it's a value site. So people go on because they're looking for deals in specific areas. And so they go into a specific destination like Miami, and we have all kinds of things in those destinations. I mean, we have hotels, we have car rentals, we have RV rentals, and then we have attractions, things to do, tours, nightlife, we have pub crawls, we have shows, like all kinds of stuff, like everything. They can plan their whole vacation pretty much. It's a completely free website. You don't have to log in to get to use it. It's just free, and we don't give any cookies or anything. It's like they go, they purchase, and they leave. There's no purchase done on our website. Thank God for FareHarbor, because it makes our life a lot easier on both sides with our partners and ourselves. But they use the FareHarbor platform to book, and the bookings are done directly on the supplier's website. Yeah, so it works out great. I mean, we work with other portals as well besides FareHarbor, but FareHarbor is our favorite. I love the dashboard. I love the information that it gives me.
I love that you said, thank God for FareHarbor. That should be the new TGIF. right? Thank God it's FareHarbor. I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
All the hard work that you do on product, on working on our software, the way it looks, the way it feels, how our clients use it. Can you describe how does FareHarbor, how is it an industry leader? What sets it apart from competitors or other softwares?
Yeah. With the history of FareHarbor, the way that it started out. So our founders literally started working for a client, and they experienced all of the troubles and challenges that their client at that time faced. So they ingrained the DNA with looking at the challenges your client have and how to solve them with software, with code, basically. All along the way, we kept that mindset, and we still do that. Another aspect is I think we're getting way better in launching faster, getting things into the hands of our clients as fast as possible for them to start playing around with, and then providing us feedback with, okay, if you were to add this, it would bring me so much more value, and listening to that feedback. I think that's what really is setting us apart right now, apart from the fact that we support 23,000 clients across the globe. And you cannot do that if you're not a good piece of software.
What has been your favorite part about Spark, and maybe share any key takeaways that you have for it?
Just meeting all the suppliers has been really interesting. There's, all kinds of things, all sorts of, like swimming with manatees to like hiking in Denali. It's just like you go from one extreme to the other. They're super great people. I love entrepreneurs, and so I just love the whole attitude, and the energy is fantastic. And we see their side of it, so we can, we're selling their tours, but we're not providing the tour. And so to hear their perspective and their challenges is really enlightening for us. So yeah,
that's great. That's incredible. Have you made any new connections here with operators you might want to sell?
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, we're excited.
If I took your tour and I was coming off the boat, what do you think I would say about your tour? What would I rave about?
I think number one, you would be really thrilled that we accept Venmo, Zelle, American Baking Apps, which is another thing actually that sets us apart. And we get really rave reviews about the food. We have chefs on each yacht, and the food is freshly prepared on the boat. So if you come out with us and you say, Tiffany, my son really wants to catch a fish, could we please try? We catch a fish. We're catching the fish. We're killing the fish. We're cooking the fish. We're going to make you tacos, ceviche. Yeah, the food is a huge takeaway. And honestly, just the views in Cabo, I can't take credit for that. It's stunning. It's a beautiful place.
That's amazing. And you mentioned reviews. I'm so glad you did. That's a question I have for you next is, do you have a strategy about getting more reviews? I know reviews are so important to Google. They're important to consumers. How do you approach reviews?
Two things that have helped me with reviews, especially since attending the last Spark conference. I signed up for PhotoFlow, and I signed up for Werewolf Digital Waiver System. I have noticed a huge uptick in Google reviews, especially with Werewolf, because they're prompted afterwards. They're sent a nice, thank you for joining us. Please click on Google. And with PhotoFlow, it's nice too, because not necessarily will they straight to review on Google or another platform, but if they hit the share button, it goes straight to their social, and they're also leaving a social review as well, which is very helpful.
That's awesome. PhotoFlow is here today, as you mentioned, so it's great to make connections. You also mentioned that you're connecting with different affiliate opportunities, which is really cool. I love when operators sell each other. I'm a little biased because I work at FareHarbor, but I love when operators sell each other. I think it's a great community. Play on words there.
And to elaborate on the affiliate thing, we actually met somebody who owns a company that does taco tasting tours in Cabo. So it was kind of meant to be. I want to say that I met him straight away, and we're going to actually head to the one-to-one together, get him set up as an affiliate so he can offer taco tastings on our yacht.
Can you talk about Spark here in New Orleans and your time here? And I know we have some content left, but what's your biggest takeaway so far?
I think that my biggest takeaway has been to really drill in on our booking funnel. I think we've done a good job, but I just came out of Google, a GA4 panel that emphasized, to really simplify that booking flow. And it's something that we've worked at somewhat, but I think I realized the importance to spend a lot more time really just going through the essentials of that flow to, increase our conversions.
Absolutely. It's so important to understand GA4. You and I were just talking off camera about how important it is as an operator. Maybe you don't need to be an expert in GA4, but you need enough to say, oh, something's not right here. Or what is my marketing team doing? Am I getting a return?
Understand that there, or at least that there is something that needs to be tweaked or improved. And then find the resources, whether it's, with FareHarbor, which there are resources available, or externally to really, go in and make those changes as soon as possible. It's, money you're leaving on the table if you're not.
I mean, this has been great. New Orleans is one of my favorite places to come anyway. And most conferences are really kind of like boring, and you're sitting in front of a screen and you're hearing information that you already knew. But we've actually come here and got a lot of great information about marketing and how to add on to our sales and some Google Analytics stuff. And then the one-on-ones have been super helpful for us because it really let us dive into the specific issues that we have with FareHarbor. So yeah, it's been a really great experience.
Oh man, biggest takeaways and lessons. I think most of them have honestly come from talking with other operators, just little things, that other people are doing that we might be able to adopt into our own business or, tweak a little bit and utilize really well, or just, ideas that spark other ideas, stuff like that.
Oh, I like what you did there. Ideas that spark other ideas. I love that.
Learning more about the distribution network was huge this morning as well, because I didn't realize it was a separate network in comparison to just our normal community. And also learning about the new GA4 analytic information. I feel like I'm going to generate some really helpful sales reports.
Absolutely. I always say it's really important. Maybe as an operator, you're doers, you're out there, you're really connected with your businesses, and GA4 can seem a little daunting and a little boring, but I've been saying at this conference that it's so important to at least have a general understanding, because if you're outsourcing that, it's so easy to be taken advantage of. And it's good to know, what are my returns here? What is working and what's not working?
What I love about Spark is you get to learn about what FareHarbor is working on. That's really the most important thing. And the best session was the opening keynote. You were there.
I was there. Thank you for noticing. And it's also another way that we set ourselves apart here at FareHarbor is a free event like this at Spark in the wonderful city of New Orleans. So that brings me, it's almost too much fun.
I'm looking forward to our closing reception.
Yes.
Where we go out with our clients on a boat together, have fun. Yeah, making that connection.
Is that your favorite part about Spark, is connecting with these people, operators? And do you have any anecdotes maybe or key takeaway from your experience here?
Yeah. So there's a lot of interest in Doc. And I think the reason why is because we have a stand now at our booth. And the minute you walk in, the first thing you see is our stand with Doc, which is our point of sale solution. And people notice the stand, they are drawn to it, they want to use it. And then you see the light bulbs go on. Oh, I could use this in my own business. Oh, how does this work? Oh, it's going to actually let me self-service my clients. They can buy their own tickets, or I can even put a stand somewhere else where I can sell my tickets. So yeah, that's been amazing. And learning from clients that think out loud is the most valuable thing.
It is nice to see the wheels turn.
Exactly.
Clients on, I know exactly how I can adapt this feature. So I know exactly how this will help me increase my bookings online. And now with Doc being able to take walk-up bookings with more ease of use and quickness as well. Can you share a little bit about how FareHarbor makes your life a little easier? Maybe why you came to FareHarbor? I know you just started 4 months ago.
Right. I did start 4 months ago, but I've owned businesses in the past that have used other platforms, and you could never get a hold of anyone. And it would be like the busiest time. Saturdays were a huge day for us. And there'd be a problem with my booking platform or whatever. And I would try to call another, when I used another purveyor, and FareHarbor answers the phone before the third ring every time, spends as much time as they have to with me, really looks through the system while we're together. And I feel like the customer service support is the best customer service support I've ever had.
Customer service, the customer service is phenomenal. Literally, I've told this to many people this weekend. customer service with FareHarbor is unmatched by any other customer service in any other part of my life. Like, no matter what part of my life, like from your cable TV to your doctor's office, there's no customer service that exists like
I love to hear that. So since you've been with FareHarbor for 7 years, what has been the most ease of use feature for you?
So we do 100% of our bookings online. We don't take any over the phone.
Wow.
So everyone comes in, they check the tick boxes, they grade everything, and they pay. And then when they come to check in, we know who they are.
So I chose FareHarbor because I've worked for a bunch of different guiding companies as a guide. And I've dealt with a lot of different reservation systems, reservation softwares. And the easiest as a guide has been FareHarbor. The company that I was working for before starting Northern Epics was using FareHarbor, and it is a lot smoother from a guide experience than most of the other ones were. It didn't crash as much, all that stuff. So that was why I went with FareHarbor initially. And, there have been a lot of other advantages that I've found out along the way coming from the actually ownership and operation side.
FareHarbor's they're pretty much step by step. They kind of walk you through everything, and they're always 24/7. They're there to help you. But any questions you have, like today, we were surprised that you could just, at a click of a button, you can change things and make it a lot easier for yourself.
It's obviously the human factor, the way that we support, the way that we listen. You can tell here when you walk around that Spark, clients always begin with, I love FareHarbor. You guys are, I'm the one driving my growth, my success, but there's always a but. And then they come with their ask. Then they come with, I'm having this specific problem over here in this use case. And I would love for you guys to understand my problem here. And maybe, hopefully, you can help solve it. And I think that's what's so fantastic about being here, having that client conversation, and then understanding why it's such a problem for them.
Before I send you off for the rest of the conference, can you shout out your business for us? Give a little plug. Where can people find you and check out your website?
Hey, destinationcoupons.com. Coupons has an S. We'd love to just reach out, contact us, and contact information's on the site.
You can find us on our website. It's bestcaboyachts.com. We're on Instagram as well as bestcaboyachts.com. And you can email me, Tiffany, at bestcaboyachts.com, and I'll create a customized quote for you in probably 90 seconds or less.
Please, if you're ever interested in coming to Puerto Rico, you have to get in touch with us. Whether you book with us or not, get in touch. We're always happy to provide recommendations, tips, tricks on how to get around. Our website is thespoonexperience.com, and you can find us on all social media with the same tag, The Spoon Experience. Our company is Spoon. I'm Gustavo, and we'd love to have you in Puerto Rico.
I would love to go. That's a great invitation.
We're Bricktown Water Taxi, or Water Taxi LLC's company name. Bricktown Water Taxi's DBA. Bricktown refers to the historic entertainment district where we operate, and that's in downtown Oklahoma City. You can find us at bricktownwatertaxi.com.
You can find us on NavoToursDirect.com, and also we got Instagram, we got Twitter, and Facebook.
Perfect.
That's where they can find us.
Amazing. Go see those canyons. They sound great. I'm sold.
Very beautiful.
Allons manger. That's Cajun for let's go eat. That's French for let's go eat. And that's our tagline. Hop on our cozy bus to learn the history, love the culture, and best of all, taste the exciting food that we have in Cajun country at Cajun Food Tours. CajunFoodTours.com.
For Sunshine Paddle Adventures in Waco, Texas. Of course, you can find us on the web at, sunshinepaddleadventures.com, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Yeah.
We're Northern Epics. You can find us up in Denali, Alaska. Whether or not you like hiking, you'll probably enjoy our tours. We'll tell you a whole lot about the plants, animals, ecology, geology, basically teach you how it all works. If you want to know where to find cloudberries, we'll teach you where you can do that just by looking at the types of trees around there. So our website is northernepics.com. And I'll let you figure out our phone number and everything else off there.
The Last Wilderness Swamp Tours is our business. You can find us at lastwilderness.tours.com, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Michael, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being here on the podcast with me at Spark, and I look forward to partying with you and your wife on the boat later today.
Ready? We're already packed and ready to go. Put life preservers summer's on, we're going to be in good shape.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Enjoy the conference.
Thank you so much, Rebecca.
What would you plug if you were, the FareHarbor ambassador of the world, saying goodbye to our listeners right now? What would you encourage them to check out about FareHarbor?
So if you're new to it, I think don't be afraid to come over to FareHarbor, because we've got incredible teams that'll help you switch your business to our platform. That's really one amazing aspect of us. And if you're familiar with us, I think, pay close attention to the amazing stuff that we release. I sometimes hear clients say, yeah, I know you email me, but you email me a lot. I tend to ignore them. Don't ignore those emails with product updates, because I know for sure that there's stuff in there that's going to help your business grow faster. We launched combos. We launched memberships. We launched a bunch of updates for the dashboard. So keep an eye on that. I would like to say that.
I'm sold. I'm convinced. I got to make sure I'm subscribed. Thank you so much, Victor. Thank you so much for being here at Spark. I know it was a long way. Thank you. It's a long way from Amsterdam, so we love to have you here in New Orleans. I hope you have a great rest of your conference. I'll see you on the boat later.
Definitely.
And we will check you all out later. Thanks so much.
Bye.